Hi, welcome to the Native Wildman channel. Your host, Sean Catfish Wilson, speaking today. And I would like to go over with you, do a review on my Akuma Epixor fishing reels, spinning reel. Okay, first of all, it's top drag, and then this is for this. And that's the bait runner right there. And this controls by flipping this switch here. I don't want to do it, obviously. Well, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Decently loud. There's two ways to disengage it. You can either flip that switch or you can turn the handle, which is pretty cool. As you can see, it's got lots of use to it. The knob size in comparison to a Bic lighter. This is a normal Bic lighter. Like, I've seen two other sizes, the mini and then that medium that's kind of long but skinny like the medium one. I want to say this is probably aluminium or aluminum if you're American like me, but I like the sounds of aluminium better. So I'm going to use aluminium. But I'm assuming this is an aluminium handle. It will have an anti-reverse. Gear ratio. It tells you line thickness. It tells you how many yards you can put on it. Whether that's for mono or it's not saying whether it's for mono or braid. I'm assuming it's probably most likely mono. A lot of them are rated for mono, and at the time I bought this reel, braid wasn't as big as a thing as it is nowadays. You see it likes to reel more towards the top sometimes, though that's probably because I twist that thing on. And the hand, it feels really nice in the hand. The drag performs really well. Has a phenomenal drag. Wouldn't say the best drag I've ever had. The best drag is probably on my Pflueger reels. Pflueger's had the best drag that I've seen on a reel, on any reel that I've had. The second best drag comes from a brand I'm not as I don't like as much as how popular the brand is. It's a Shimano. Their drag is really good, but however, for the price you pay for Shimano versus the quality, I think the quality is lower than what it should be for the price you're paying for a Shimano. This, however, I bought this when they were first coming. I think they were fairly new. I don't know how old Akuma is. Maybe they were just fairly new to the US. Or just my area. And that was back in the early 2000s. I think I got this 2000. I think I've had this reel since 2003. The first reel I had on it was a Eagle Claw, and it was just a 30, 40, maybe $40 fishing reel. I can't remember the exact model, but it was a pretty big one. It didn't have the bait runner. That's why I upgraded to the Akuma. And the other one I had, I didn't have very long before somebody stepped on it. Maybe about, maybe I got this at 2006. I can't remember. Somewhere in the early before 2010s. And before I joined Tears Home Tribe. So that's been a while. It's been a while. Years kind of all curl up in one, if you know what I mean. I would like to say you could check the, you could probably Google it and find all the specs, what the body material's made out of. I think graphite. I want to say graphite. A lot of the spinning reels like that are graphite. And as long as you take care of your reel, it'll last. I've actually never opened this one up. I'm afraid to, because of the bait feeder or bait runner. Some people call it a bait feeder, some people call it a bait runner. I think I can't remember what Akuma calls theirs. I want to say bait feeder, but I could be wrong. If I am, I'm sorry. Just say, hey Sean, it's bait runner, not bait feeder. Or if you think that either or is proper, just say, hey, either or works. And the engagement on it is 98%. Every once in a while, you always want to check when you flip that switch. You can normally hear it, but you always want to check to make sure it's gonna reel out. And really, I haven't experienced any problems with that, issues with that until here in the last couple years. So I guess I could honestly say 99, but like I said, sometimes it doesn't get disengaged right. Probably things aren't properly lined up on the inside. I don't know what it looks like. Like I said, I'm too afraid to tear it apart like I would my bait casters and my normal like Fluger spinning reels that I have for bass fishing or crappie fishing. Do I recommend this product? I would. If you can find it on eBay, if you can find a new one on eBay, I wouldn't recommend buying a used one because you don't know how somebody's taken care of it, or if they haven't, whether they've thrown it in the sand bank and just let it get covered up in sand. Because I fish on the river. I don't lay I try not to lay my stuff on sand, especially loose sand that people's going to step around and it's going to get in all these little working parts. But however, the river, you're going to get sand on it. I do rinse it off give it a shower in my bathtub from time to time. I do take the top part out and clean that off right here. This thing, I'm not exactly sure what that's called. A lot of reels have them. It comes in real handy when you cut your line and you can just wrap it in your line there. I guess it's probably just a line hold, I would imagine. I've seen some people, they used to wrap their fishing line around there before they would spool the line, which I don't know if that's the proper way to do it. But it has that. Probably something a lot of people don't use. It's been balanced. I think the spool's machining balanced or something. Machine balanced. Has a roller guide on it. Like I said, I've been using braid on this for a long time. The outer rim, this of this thing here of the spool, that's titanium. So it's got titanium coated outer rim. It's 10 ball bearings too. Also, it's a really smooth, even for being as old as it is. It's a smooth reel. It really is, and it wasn't Akuma's most expensive, but as far as what I could afford, it's definitely a good reel. However, compared to the Avengers that I've had a couple Avengers, like 3 or 4 Avengers. And honestly, I don't like the Avengers because that part there doesn't work half the times to disengage the or to engage the bait runner. And then my last Avenger, the thing actually stuck on the bait runner part, so I had to tighten that down all the way and that down all the way, the primary and the secondary drag, just to reel in fish. So, I personally, I don't recommend the Avengers. I've had 3 of them. They've all had issues. I haven't liked them, and the only reason why I got the Avengers is because I liked this thing so much. So, and Akuma's new reel that they have to replace this, I don't know exactly what it's called, but my friend has one and he likes it a lot. I don't like it as much. I don't like the way it looks and feels. It's a little bit fatter around in the neck area where the reel foot is, the neck of the reel foot, and it's more uncomfortable in my opinion. If I do have to replace this reel, I'm looking at getting a pin bait runner. But Akuma, I think as long as you spend about $100 on the Akuma reels, you're getting a good product. And this one has definitely stood the test of time, and it's still in really good operational shape. The knob cat's just plastic. Peace and long life, my friends.